we always confuse perception with reality. And most of us don't really, we always think that perception is the reality. Well, the reality is something, our perception of it is something else. Let me explain a little bit more. Let's imagine you're having the most important interview that you had in your life. You're going for an interview, it's the third interview, so you passed the 3 levels first, and you're going to meet the final interview, the owner or the CEO of the company, and you know that you're gonna get the offer today. It's the best company that you've always dreamt of being in, and even the role, the sexiest role that you always wanted to become. It's 2 levels higher than the role you're occupying right now. So you're really in an eager and enthusiastic to go to the interview and be there on time. So of course you're all well dressed, you're driving, and on the way, some driver comes on the back and bumps you in the car. So you have 2 options here. One option that I most of my life I was doing is get down from the car. You stupid, you did that, you didn't see my car. How big do you want the car to be so you can see it? And then you go into a quarrel with the guy or the driver, guy or man or woman, and you wait for the police to come, you do the police report, and then you go to the interview. How would the interview go? Exactly, that's one. Now imagine, okay, the same scenario, the driver bumps you from the back, and then you look at your watch, okay, I'm gonna be late. You come down from the car, you look at the driver, okay, no one is injured, thank you, all right, okay, things happen. Please call the police, I'm gonna call, I have an important meeting, I'm gonna call there, tell them that I'm gonna be half an hour late. You finish your paperwork, you finish the police report, and then you go to the interview. As calm as possible. I'm 100% sure on the second one, you will definitely nail the offer that you want. This is what happened. This is all about perception. The accident, it happened. In both scenarios. It's our perception of the event that happens in our life that that determines the outcome that we're looking. We will always have events in our life, good ones and bad ones. And it's how we treat these events that will determine the outcome where we get. Look, events will create, when an event happens, we will associate a meaning with it in our brain. The meaning that we associate with the event is going to create an emotion. The emotion that we're going to have will determine the outcome. So in the taxi driver guy first incident, if the meaning that I associate that this guy is here to make sure that I'm going to be late on the interview so I won't get the job, I'm going to have an emotional reaction much more different than if I interpret it as, yeah, okay, he was on WhatsApp or he was not looking or whatever, and then accidents happen. And a lot of people in life, all of us in life, we confuse these 2 things. Successful people are the ones who really are able to know that their perception of events, their perception of things is not always true. It's like a map. When you have a map, you know that there is a road here, you know, there is another road from there, a bridge here. But when you're on the ground, it's a different view. It's a totally different view. You know that the asphalt, the road marking is that color. You know there is a speed sign, which you will not see on the map. And this is what successful people are usually are good at. They always consider themselves as the cause. So whatever happens in their life, they see it as a cause, not a effect. Because anything that happens, any event that comes into our life, we can either be the cause of it or the effect. I'm not saying the cause of the of the event. We didn't create COVID, right? Unless someone of you created COVID. But we didn't create COVID. But the people who consider themselves the effect are the people who fall victims of life. So it's always the market, it's always why this happens to me, it's always someone else's fault. It's the market is down, my boss is not that good, for a lack of a better, for not to say bad words in the beginning. My colleague is not helping me. I don't know, the weather is not good. It's the politics, the market situation, pandemic, the whole thing. While the people who consider themselves cause, they take the event as it is, they see it as it is. It's already something in the past. So they know they can change it, but they think more ahead. So now this is what I have, this is here. How can I take it? I consider myself the cause of any outcome that will come from these events. This is a pure definition of someone who is taking ownership of their own life. We can either decide that life will take us in its ups and downs, or we can decide to really be the drivers of our own life. And considering ourselves as the cause is always what will keep us in control of our life. Considering ourselves as the effect, this means all the external factors are controlling our life.